Bezrat Hashem, the Zohar this morning, Parashat VaEtchanan, a very interesting Zohar, and we can learn a lot of the Zohar. Rabbi Chia says, Man demba'ez tamar choi, whoever wants to be watched and nothing bad happened to him, lo ye'ebar al maya do'oshtin kame pitcha, should not go over water that was spilled in front of the house. And let us explain what is this Zohar speaking all about. As you know, we have a mitzvah to put a mezuzah up our doors, right? Sometimes you are exempt from putting up a mezuzah. Example, you are exempt to put a mezuzah if you go to a place where you're going to stay less than 30 days. So you go on vacation, you rent a hotel room, right? You're going to stay there for a week, for 2, for 3 weeks, but less than 30 days. You do not have to put a mezuzah. A mezuzah is put on only in the place you're going to live in more than 30 days. If you're going to stay in a hotel for 2 months, then you're going to have to put up the mezuzah, right? Sometimes you move to a new house, right? And you have a buy already for let's say you either rent with a buy of 1 year, right? Or you just bought a house, right? And then there's a discussion, do you have to put the mezuzah right away? Or you have 30 days before putting up the mezuzah, right? Some opinions of rabbis say you have to put up the mezuzah right away if you know you're going to live there more than 30 days. Some other opinions say, no, you're exempt for 30 days, right? And up to 30 days, you cannot put on the mezuzah. Not only you don't have to, but you cannot, right? It's a big discussion. Somebody bought a house. So the rule is, if you're in Israel, Eretz Israel, and you bought a house, right? So then you put the mezuzah right away, right? If you rent a house and you have a buy, means you took a buy for 1 year, you should put a mezuzah right away. The question is about Chutz La'aretz. And it seems like from Rav Ovadia Yosef that in Chutz La'aretz, outside Israel, right? If you're going to stay there more than 30 days, for example, for a year or so, you should put the mezuzah right away. But sometimes you can wait up to 30 days before putting on the mezuzah. Now, what is the purpose of the mezuzah? So look what the Zohar is teaching us this way. There is an angel, he says, and this angel is so frightening that he has 365 angels working under him, which means he's the boss and they work with him. And now this angel, when people take a cup of water or a pitcher or whatever, and they spill water outside the house, right in front of the house, he can see everything is going on in the house. And then he can send any one of his servants, the angels working with him, and to hurt the people in the house. Says the Zohar, De Amar Rabbi Yitzchak depends on the water also. If the water are clear, right, that cannot harm the people. But if the water are not clear, they're a little bit dirty, then the person can be harmed, right? And the Zohar is teaching us, this is the purpose of the mezuzah. Once you have a mezuzah up your door, the mezuzah blocks his view. He cannot look into the house. He cannot see the people in the house. And he cannot come in the house, and he cannot hurt the people in the house. From here you understand the importance of putting up a mezuzah on your door, because this mezuzah protects you from all kinds of bad angels that might want to hurt you, right? That's why you should invest in a mezuzah, right? When it comes to mitzvot, some people say, yeah, it's kosher, it's good, right? When you want to buy a sandwich, do you say any sandwich or you want a delicious sandwich, right? When you want to buy a bed, you say any bed or you say a very comfortable bed, right? When you want to go to a trip, do you go anywhere or you go to a place where it's very fun? You should learn also, when you want to do a mitzvah, you should do the best out of the mitzvah. You put a mezuzah up, put the best kosher mezuzah you can have. You buy tefillin, buy the most kosher tefillin you can have. Why? Because at the end of the day, the sandwich was good or not, the trip was good or not, right? okay, it's going to pass. You're going to forget about it. But those tefillin and this mezuzah is going to protect you for many months and many years. And that's why you should invest in them. So a person should put up, he says over here, the Zohar says over here, Lo te'une elecha ra. Nothing bad would happen to you. And that's why when you go out of your house, the first thing to do is to kiss your mezuzah. You kiss the mezuzah, right? And to say, this mezuzah and the blessing inside of it, the parchment, is going to protect me as I'm going out to work. And when you come back, you kiss the mezuzah again and you say, this mezuzah protected me and continues protecting me inside the house. To tell you, Rabotai, says the Zohar this morning, Shema Kadisha, the holy name of Hashem, Rashim Be'atvoi, is written in this mezuzah, right? And this mezuzah is a good protection. It's better than an alarm. The one time I knew a person, he had a big jewelry store in a big warehouse, and he had so much jewelry, and believe it or not, he did not have an alarm system. So a guy asked him one time, he saw the mezuzah, said, what's this? This is the alarm system. The guy believed him, but we knew it's a mezuzah. So we asked him, what? He says, I buy the best mezuzahs. I pay $200 to $500 the mezuzah, kosher as much as possible, big as much as could be, and this is my best alarm system. And he understood that the best alarm system is your kosher mezuzah. You should have a great and fruitful day. Baruch Adonai Le'olam. Amen v'amen.